How's it going, everybody? I'm Billy Alexander, and I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about touch and tone. So this Rush song right here, Witch Hunt, is a great example of Alex Lifeson's brilliance with this kind of thing, but something that sometimes I feel like might be missed by some players that are maybe focusing on just the notes, just the chords, and even sometimes the gear. Although we know those things play huge factors in the overall sound, the actual touch and the feel of what you do is really kind of the magic, because there's many situations where you can, I know I've played shows and played some of this Rush material on live shows where I didn't have my regular guitar, my rig, or anything. It's a borrowed guitar, a backline rig, what have you, and you make do. But part of that also shows that you can do that without depending so much on, you know, your favorite stomp boxes or whatever it is. Sometimes that stuff I feel like is a little bit overrated, although important. So touch and tone, tone and touch. So what am I talking about? Okay, so for example, the beginning part of the song, you can look up the tabs probably anywhere, I guess. I don't know. But if we go through just the beginning part, you know, where there's a little bit of a dynamic to the touch of the notes. So right there, the dynamics being that you sort of have a little bit of a lighter feel and then maybe a little bit more aggressive on that last G note to sort of have the whole passage have a feel to it. And then the timing sinking back into the rhythm a little bit so you're not ahead of it. That makes it sound a little smaller. It sounds a little bigger when you kind of pull back a bit. So then go into the next part. The sort of the riff of the chords, you know. Some of those accents dynamically too, when you hit some of the higher notes of the chord with a little bit more aggression, that gives it a little bit of a push and pull kind of feel. Again, I'm not getting into all the chords and all this stuff. You guys can probably find that on your own or whatever, but I do offer online lessons, so if you do want to sign up with me and get into all the, you know, a deep dive into the actual parts, solos of songs, chord voicings, original writing ideas, and tone shaping, I'm available for that. But again, back to sort of the feel of the rhythm of the song and the aggressiveness. So you're kind of popping through the strings to get a little bit of that sort of bounce, if you will. Now there's other parts of the song too where using the volume knob on the guitar is a little bit of a lost art. I think that's something that I use a lot for dynamics and changing the tone. So even on the, cleaning up a little bit on the volume knob, taking it back about 2, and then you can sort of make up for sort of the loss of gain, so to speak, by maybe hitting a little bit harder or not, depending on the part. So that, because that's the amount of distortion I've got right there. When you hit a little harder, of course, it breaks up the amp a little bit more. So that's also a sort of a bit of magic here, just on this very simple effect on the guitar is the volume knob, and don't take it for granted because it's a huge part of playing guitar. You see blues guys all the time reaching down for it for quieter sections, and then bringing it up for like higher parts or what have you. So don't overlook that. Anyway, that's the short tip for today on touch and tone. And feel free to look me up and check out my solo album, Rock and Roll Diary. That's on my website, billyalexander.net. And hit me up for more lessons. And I'll be doing a few more of these in the future too. So have a great day. We'll see ya.